You come past the information desk and the gift shop. You're going to go the whole distance along the front of the hospital. When you come to the end of the hospital, there are doors, and if you look to your left, you'll be able to see elevators. This is the front entrance to the elevators, but we want to go into the dining room and take the back entrance because that will be closer to where you're going to need to be. Come into the dining room, take a left. And again, we have elevators. When you get out the elevator, you have to take a left. And the doors straight ahead of you, the dark doors are actually the doors to the operating room, to where you're going to eventually end up. At this crossroads, the doors to your right go into the pre-op area and into the women's locker room. To the left, the hallway that will take you to where we can get to the men's locker room. You'll come past the emergency room. And before 6 or 7 in the morning, I'm not sure, I'm not here that early, these doors would be closed. Your badge will get you in. If you have any problems, go back to the emergency room and the girls can open the door for you at their desk. The first crossroads that you come to, if you go left, we'll take you to the men's locker room. Straight ahead, we'll take you to the women's locker room. If you come down the hall to the left of the men's locker room, the first doorway that you come to that says authorized personnel only is the surgery. It also says don't cross the yellow line. That will get you to the OR desk if you have any questions or any problems. The next door you come to is the doctor's lounge. And the third door that you come to is the men's locker room. Now guys, you can swipe your badge and that will unlock the door. You'll hear it click and it will let you in. When you go into the men's locker room, the scrub machine will be caddy corner from the front door, caddy corner. There is also, when you get changed, there are lockers. If there's no name on a locker, you're welcome to use it. Please bring a lock so you can lock up if there's anything important that you want to not put in your scrubs. You can go out the back door. There will be a little breezeway kind of a thing, and on the right hand side there is a cupboard that will have hats and shoe covers. Please put on hats and shoe covers before you come out across the goal line into the clean corridor in the OR. If you come out into the clean corridor without your hat and shoe covers, somebody's probably going to bust your chops. It's important that we pay attention to what the clean areas are, because that's how we keep the patient infection rate down.
So ladies, we are now going to show you how to get to your locker room from that same hall. Just a reminder, this was the entrance that you came in through the emergency department. You walked down this entire hall right here.
If you come in early in the morning and this is solid red, swipe your badge and it will unlock the doors and let you in. Swipe your badge, hit the button, the doors will open automatically. There is no swipe pad on this door. It's a keypad and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, star. And then wait for it to turn green. When you come in the door, the scrub machine is just inside the door. Inside this cabinet, there are always hats and shoe covers. You need to have those on before you come out of the door and across the yellow line into the clean corridor. Please do not bring anything with you like lunch bags, purses, any other kinds of bags, because those are not clean. If you have those that don't fit in your locker or that you don't want to leave in your locker and you want to leave them at the desk, come back out the door that you came in to change clothes and around to the OR desk. Things like that cannot go past the clean or past the yellow line into the clean corridor. Okay, this is OR1. Usually the ortho cases are in there. There's a scrub sink and there's a cart with shoe covers and masks. So if you get a hole in your shoe cover or something, please come and get another one. If something's empty, let somebody know and we'll get you what you need. OR2 uses the same scrub sink as 1. Just out, straight across from OR2 is the men's locker room. The door on the left that you see is the doctor's lounge, and then there's a storage cabinet. OR3, the next scrub sink, and with hats and masks. Across from OR3 in the scrub sink is the women's locker room. OR4, across from OR4 is the PACU, the recovery room. Scrub sink here, the masks are in this cabinet. OR5, OR6, another scrub sink, masks on top, and OR7. If it's getting close to time for a case to be starting and they have the room open, they prefer that you not come in from the clean corridor. They prefer you come in from the sterile inside doors. So that would be, and we can show you where those are, but the hallway we're in now is considered the clean corridor. So if your room's open and they're getting the patient and things, they prefer you come in from the other doors. This is the entrance into the sterile corridor. It's between operating rooms 1 and 2. There's a button on the wall that will automatically open the door. Once you go through, you don't have to have a mask yet, but you do need to have your scrubs and your shoe covers and your hats. This is starting into the operating rooms from the clean side. So if the instruments are open, patients in the room, they're just about ready to make an incision or whatever, you want to enter from this side because it keeps down the chances of contaminating your room or letting things in that shouldn't be in the room. If you don't want a mask that ties, there are masks on the wall that just slip over your ears. It's just whatever you prefer. Once the patient is in the room and the instruments are open, you need to have your mask on before you go in that room. It's not necessary in the sterile corridor, but it's necessary once you go in that room.
Yeah, room 2.
Hi, I'm Carol here at Mercy Surgery. What we expect from the med students when they first come to our facility is to, of course, check in at the front desk, get their scrubs, put their belongings in either the men's changing room or the ladies' changing room. And every morning when we come to work, we do a 5-minute scrub. We clean under our nails. There's scrub brushes above every scrub sink. So we expect a 5-minute scrub to be done. Anytime you scrub thereafter, you can use Avogard before you go into the room to scrub for a surgical case. Now here is our scrub sinks. Megan is going to demonstrate grabbing a scrub brush. She's gonna do her 5-minute scrub in the morning, and of course, like I said, you'll do your Avogard thereafter. All of our masks are here. Of course, you would put a mask on. We have eyewear here, and we have masks that have eyewear, shields. Make sure you put those on before you actually scrub, otherwise someone's going to have to help you put those on when you are scrubbed. After she gets her scrub done, she's going to come over here and she's going to press a button in order to get back into our sterile core area. Notice she's going to hit her back against the button. You don't use your hands, of course. Keep them above the waist at all times. And she's going to go here into OR5, and she's going to butt up against the bar in order to go in. We'll down our mask as we go in. At this point, Megan would be what we call a dry scrub if she uses her Avogard. So she wouldn't have to use a towel in order to dry her hands before being bound by the other scrub tech that's in the room. Now, the circulator would come and, of course, tie you up.
And go.
Okay, so once Megan gets her gown down, I'm going to tie her down. And then Erin is going to have her spin. That way she stays sterile. And Megan, now that they're ready and waiting for the surgeon to come, notice where their hands are at. They're not being dropped below the waist. They're not up here. You want to keep them. Yes. What did you say?
Belt level.
Belt level. Or if you feel like you're going to maybe contaminate, you can always just grab your gown and hold on to it like this, which I've done in the past, just so I know I'm not going to.
Stay between your nipples and your belly button. That's what's sterile.
Nipples and belly button, there you go. Before you would scrub, or the circulator would ask you, if when you come into the room, your name and what level you're at in your studies. So if you're John Doe MS3, you can write that up there. At that point, you can let us know too what your glove size is, or before you even scrub, we will probably ask you what your glove size is, so we have it here in the room and ready to go when you come in to get gowned up. So, you guys have anything else to add for them that would help them ease their fears, since this is all new to them?